What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from the Printer Gang Investment Click, and I'm back with another video. Today is the day of Palantir earnings, the day we all been waiting for. Things are looking pretty good, technically going into it. We up another 3% today. We back in the $24 range. We made it back from our dip all the way down to 20s. Shout out to everybody who held, you feel me? And now, here come earnings. We've been getting price target upgrades. Not the biggest ones, like 22 to 24 smaller ones, but a lot of analysts is on our side this time. And I'm thinking we do well, man. I'm hoping we get some AIP customers because we've been having a lot of boot camps after boot camps after boot camps. Want to see revenue growth go up to 20%. I want to see EPS improve, you know what I'm saying, the metrics. But we ain't here for that. Alex KARP had a keynote a few days ago. And I was watching it through Emit. Anyone who studies Palantir knows about Emit. Helps us with all our DD, you know what I'm saying? And I want to react to something Alex KARP said that I don't think most Palantir investors necessarily caught. Alex KARP was talking about the Ukraine situation and, you know, the other situation in the Middle East. You know, Palantir is the kind of company that actually chooses a side and stands for something right or wrong. And as shareholders, we got to deal with it because sometimes, you know, people might be against what Alex KARP's about, but we just got to see the bigger picture. This is a defense contractor. They acting in the best interest of the U.S. and its allies. But it's interesting going into earnings, though, for this man to say something that's blatant and bullish. I love it. Let's listen.
Also, Palantir builds products that are actually products and actually work. So that's an environment where your stuff has to work now. We had a huge advantage, and I did believe, and obviously, you know, I do think the kind of populist right that is very skeptical of Ukraine maybe should spend a little more time looking at the rules in prison, where it's like, even if they're right on the merits, which I don't think, they will be wrong in the consequence of being violated will be big for the West. And so, and you know, they should think of more of it like they're in a car and they got to ride together, and car isn't always right, but it is your car. That's prison jargon. But in any case, I think that is actually how the world works. I think living abroad. Also, I spent a lot of my life in Europe.
You heard it from the man himself. The car isn't always right, but it is our car. Palantir the gang, you feel me? But with that being said, I like the confidence in Alex KARP coming into this thing, man. Like, CEOs don't normally talk like that and just come through missing earnings, knowing he has earnings in 3-4 days. You don't just talk like that. And what he's saying about the Ukraine situation, because, you know, a lot of us get mad that the U.S. sends this and that money to Ukraine. Basically, my boy Alex KARP is saying, psh, I mean, it's like a gang. If they get violated, we get violated. If they look like hoes, we look like hoes. So, you know, the car ain't always right, and sometimes we got to go out our way, but it is our car. And that's the biggest statement that I've heard going into earnings, man. So that's my earnings take, actually. I hope the metrics beat, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing the research. We've been looking at the fundamentals, the technicals. We almost got knocked down, but we bounced back. We had a fair value gap that saved us for all my technical traders, if you know what that is. But it's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments. We're going to be back after earnings, of course, talking about earnings, all that. Tune in. I'm out.